Hey, Sassy fam, welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Before we get started, I just want to say happy birthday to my Aquarian crew, my Aquarian collective. Thank you so much for the energy you bring to the channel and all that influence affords. May you celebrate your birthday in good company with people who celebrate you and rejoice in you and who love you, you know? Myself, personally, I can't imagine my life without that Aquarian influence because my daughter is one. She turned 11 on Friday, and it's technically her birthday weekend. I gave her the whole weekend. Whatever it is you want to do, honey. Whatever it is you want to do, you got it. She earned it. She absolutely earned it. In fact, before I sat down to film today, the school called me and said, we need your permission to give your daughter an extra special award because we feel she deserves it based on XYZ. And I said, yes. 100%. You mean reward good behavior? Yeah, I'm all for that. Because she's been working so hard this past year. She really personifies the best of those Aquarian traits. Really prizes intelligence, creativity, and then a very strong sense of mental independence and the ability to tie all the points home. She just works so hard, in other words. Kills those grades, the testing. Shows high aptitude for initiative, leadership, social groups, extracurriculars, stuff outside of school, all that stuff. She's only 11. So, yeah, you have my permission to give her a little extra special reward because that was my thinking for this weekend. So, for instance, she loves aquatic sciences or aquatic life. So I'm taking her to the Great White Shark exhibit and museum that's downtown. We're going to take her to her favorite restaurant and carve, just have lots of hangout time, playtime with friends, social activities, mani-pedi, the whole thing. So, guys, I'm not big on spoiling my kid, and I'm not one of these parents that's going to shove my phone in your face and make you look at a bunch of pictures that have nothing to do with you or your life, okay, because it's not your kid. I don't do that. But I tell you what, when it's time to brag, it's time to brag. I got to brag about my kid. Sorry. But not sorry. Anyway, if you are an Aquarius, once more, happy birthday to you, and I hope that you treat yourself well. Oh, and I suppose, side note, for those of you who were kind of keeping up to date, or you were constantly exposed to the dog door drama, it finally got installed. So, yay! I will no longer have to get up and stop a message to let Cinnamon out. She can let herself out now, and let me tell you, she's loving it. She's loving the freedom. So, yay, dog door. I think that got held up by a week or so just because we've had so much unusual weather here in Central Texas. It's like rapid, and I mean rapid cold front. Imagine going from like 70 to 20. That's rapid. And then we had days and days of rain. So, but it's finally installed now. So, yay. Okay. You guys, that's about it. We're going to do something that I call forward motion. It is going to be a brief read. That means no clarification. And the idea is we're going to take a look at our energy and its forward momentum or forward drive. That's it. So take what resonates, leave it does not. No clarification. Your sign, like always, will be time-stamped in the description box as well as the comments. I will see you at your sign. Leo, you're up first. What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for Leo? Show me that Leo energy. Show me that Leo energy. Show me that Leo energy. Show me that Leo energy, please. What's going on? Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not, and no clarification on those Sunday check-ins. What's going on? The Hermit. Two of Swords. Okay. All right. That's already enough to be getting on with. Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, the Fool. Good. All right. Good. You know, if you've been a little quiet lately, there's a reason why. The Hermit, this is quiet, soft reflection. I don't see a rush at all attached to it. You're saying in the general sense there's something in you need to clear up with the Two of Swords, and it's outstanding confusion, but you're like you want a result. So this reflection is serving a purpose. You're saying you want to clear up a confusion. You're not rushed about it. You just want the correct results. In other words, justice or balance. So I don't know what that particular long-standing issue is to you, but you will be resolving it soon. And I see that because in your forward drive, you have an outcome. Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, the Fool. You are communicating that you are opening up, that you're taking a chance, you're taking a risk, that you're happy to do it. It's by your own choice. In other words, whatever it is that you are lingering on, an unresolved question in you, something that's been burning in you, you figure it out. But you do so from a place of calm reflection, based on experience, insight, wisdom, and the willingness to have the greater good in terms of your outcome. You know, Specifically, like I said, justice. This is correct. This decision's correct. And once you've made it, you go live with it, if you will. 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, the Fool. I see you opening up and communicating about your decision and how you're excited and you're so enthused. And, you're going to do it. You're going to put yourself out there in some small, meaningful way. But it's enough that you feel that you've made the correct decision. You resolved your issue, and now you can't wait to start acting on it. Whatever it is, I just know that whatever piece you were looking for, a puzzling particular question, you find the balance that you're looking for. And I see you opening up. Okay, it's actually quite beautiful. It's incredibly straightforward. I don't know what the question was, but you get an answer. And upon that answer, you have a lot of relief, a lot of sense of freedom, and the ability to be open, and you're loving it. Okay, that's a beautiful feeling. I'm open to the world, and I got to tell everybody. Now, I don't know what that is, but I like how you went from a deep, contemplative, is this correct state, to it is. I know it is, and now I can't wait to get out the door. So that's lovely. Let's get some advice, please. It looks so simple, but I don't know how long your reflection phase lasted. I just see what happens once you're done with, well, frankly, answering the question. Once you have your answer, you're out the door. You look great. You really do. You look great. Advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Leo. I like that. I like what you came up with. You look so relieved, happy, I would say carefree. Knights of Wands, the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, advice. Wherever your passion is telling you to go to that and commit to it. You will be prosperous in it. And the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Show your best enthusiasm and energy towards that which is most important to you, that which you can commit to. Your longevity, your sense of, your involvement, what it is you do in your everyday life. The Ten of Pentacles is very extensive, guys. It's not just personal home and, say, finances. It's everything you've ever put yourself into. It's the roots of your particular life. So that's family, friends, community, career, everything, far-reaching. It's like that's where your enthusiasm shows. That's where your energy shows, is commitment to that which counts. And knowing that should help you resolve this particular decision about what's right for you or what's best for you. Okay, you have that insight and reflective wisdom in you already. Perhaps you just need a little bit more moment, a couple more moments in time, if you will, to solve it. But it's literally at your fingertips. You'll know what to do. And then once you do, you're all but tripping out the door. So you look carefree. Whatever it is that was weighing you down, you'll figure it out. Okay, this is actually happening soon. I'm talking within days. Yeah. We have the Camel, the conservation of one's feelings, action, movement, so on and so forth. More or less the Four of Pentacles, but the representation also of Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have the busy bee. I'm sure you are highly productive. I can see that. I can see that you prize your foundation. And you will be answering a question about it soon, enough to give you leverage to move and feel confident about moving around in it. Your chakra is in alignment. Okay, we have the medallion of Capricorn, and we also have the letter S. Leo, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Sagittarius. Show me Sag. Show me Sag. Show me Sag. Show me Sag, please. Show me Sag. All right. The Emperor. Oh, yes. 5 of Cups. Page of Swords. Careful. Easy, Sag. Easy. Easy. I'll get to it in a second. Hold on. 4 of Pentacles. The High Priestess. The King of Wands. That's better. That's better. Let her say, ease that down. You got to ease it down. On your here in the top line, I immediately went, ooh, pump the brakes. And it's not that it's bad. It's just, given my background, I know where that kind of energy can lead, and I don't want you to go in that direction. Basically, that's the full-on suppression of feelings to the point where you end up neglecting yourself, and I don't want that to happen. Not for the sake of pride. Pride's just not worth it. You're saying that you've been hurt, but you refuse to show it, and that you refuse to exercise any sort of insight towards it. It's just a stubborn insistence that I'm sad, and I know that, and I'm in pain, and I'm going to stand in that particular power. With the Page of Swords, that's lacking insight about how it is you really feel. On the surface, I know you're upset. You know that you're upset. But where's that 5 of Cups coming from? Okay. How old is it? What does it represent? Why do you still feel it? Why did you hold on to it as long as you did? We don't want to take power from pain because we just end up costing ourselves. Okay? I know that you can stand by it and say that you've been hurt. I believe you. Okay. So how do we fix it? It's not enough to say you're in pain all the time. You can stand by a lot of things in this life, and you can stand by your truth that you're in pain. But do you really want it standing next to you every day, all day? You got other things that you need to feel, babe. Being hurt is but one thing you could be feeling. I see people hold up pain like badges of honor all the time. It's like, you can do that. Or you could be doing something else. You're choosing to be doing something else in future. Even you're kind of sick of holding on to this. And you are. The Four of Pentacles is here. There's a recognition in there somewhere soon, likely this week. Okay, I've been holding on to this too long. I understand I've been hurt, but that doesn't mean I should be taking pride from it. There's a strength of conviction that you were hurt. You know this unequivocally. I don't dispute that. You're saying it was done unto you. I believe you. Okay, but that also means it's on you to work through it, not against it. And that actually makes you stronger than that which hurt you to begin with. Most people don't think of it that way. I understand. Where would you? It's not innate. It's not until somebody points it out to you, you're like, oh yeah. Huh. I could be stronger from this, not be made weaker from it. And that's what you will be doing in the future, and your energy eases up considerably. Once you start to allow yourself to feel your way through this, instead of blocking it or just sitting on it, but you start working with it, you realize how long you've been holding on to it, what does it mean to you, its backstory, its origin, where it's coming from, and then more importantly, how to work through it. And that's exactly what I see you doing. Intuitively, you feel the grip of this. Four of Pentacles. How long have I been holding on to this exactly? How many times a day have I thought about that incident or that situation or that person? How much of my mental and emotional energy have I given to it every day and I haven't interacted with it in years? Or months, whatever the case is. You're going to start intuitively feeling your way around that Four of Pentacles so you can start prying up the lid that Emperor keeps sitting on. Because he's a proudful guy. He doesn't like to move when he's asked to move. Your intuition and your King of Wands, your natural state of grace energy, is here asking you to pry off that lid. And if that means pushing the Emperor off the lid, so be it. Because once he gets comfortable, that's that pride that says I shouldn't have to move. Your intuition, your King of Wands says, but we feel better and we know better. Aren't you kind of tired of sitting on a miserable throne? Oh, is that what I've been doing? A little bit. So, in working through, holding on, or letting go with that Four of Pentacles, you start to feel a lot better. The good feeling starts to... This is the good feeling right here. Your natural state of grace energy. The passion, the dedication of self, the interest, the trails that you must blaze, that is inherently fire. Only fire signs understand it. This is the trail I must blaze. No one has walked it before, so I must do it myself. You can only get that from fire direction. You're intuitive. I think you haven't heard your intuition over the Five of Cups in a while. Otherwise, you knew. You would have known sooner rather than later that this should be let go or worked through. Okay? You're getting there. Trust the process. This particular insight, you're not going to mentally register it at first. It's going to be more of an emotional discovery first. Okay? Which tells me you are more fire prominent. Okay? And that's how it's going to start. Then you'll start to actually see it, mentally aware of this later. And what it is that you have to do with it specifically. Advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. Get some advice, please. Show me that advice, please. Show me that advice, please. Show me that advice. Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, there you are, the Empress. See, you know, honey, you know you're so much bigger than all this. You're showing me your Emperor, and this is very, very common, particularly where the Emperor in terms of empowerment is misused, is that we think we know what the Emperor's for. We often misuse him. All signs, all cards, all elements have pros and cons. His notoriously is stubbornness, the inflexibility, the unwillingness to change. And that's how he's often used as empowerment. That's anti-empowerment. It's easy to confuse those subjects because pride gets in the way, something he's also famously known for. Who you really are, and this is you, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, there you are, and the Empress. This is the empowerment that you're actually used to. Generosity of self, love of the self, knowing your worth, knowing your projected value, being comfortable in who you are and what you're about. You're actually very used to your fire energy, very comfortable with it. You know this, Ace of Swords. This is who you actually are in your real baseline. And I think you got stuck in this mode for a long time. Okay, but that's who you really are. The advice here simply is to remember who you are. You're not someone who wants to wallow in this and then be proud of it. You're that Sag who prides themselves on being empowered for the right reasons and not being stubbornly insistent for the wrong ones, right? You want to get past this little phase. This isn't who you are, honey. That's who you are. Okay? Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. And I don't just mean physical beauty, I mean energetic beauty. The substance, the quality. Okay? The energetic punch. That's what I'm looking at. That's who you really are. And let's get you back to your baseline. Okay? That's it. That's the ticket right there. All right. It does not suit to hold on. It's one thing if you're still trying to work it out, but there's nothing here to work out other than understanding your pain so you can let it go. Okay. Okay. The letters L, P, S, Y, feather, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then also a very light touch. And of course, you have a big heart. Oh no, like I said, that's who you really are. You know, but once that soul sat down on that lid and said, this is how it must be, it's really easy to forget your heart and how strong it actually is. You know, let's get you out of that. Sag, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on for Aries? Show me Aries. Show me Aries. What's going on for Aries, please? You've had, I have to say, even I became aware of the pattern. You've had some intense reads, these past couple of reads. Okay. I'm always curious to check in on the Aries collective. Hopefully with the powerful changes I've been seeing for your group, we can see other things for you soon. That's not a rush. It's not a challenge. The collective moves at the pace it's comfortable with. Okay. But some of the explosive changes I've been seeing for your sign, I don't know that it's entirely done yet, but hopefully we can start to see the coming down phase soon, you know? I'd like to see other things for you. I would. But that's where you are, then that's where you are. So let's work through it. Let's see that Aries energy, please. The Knights of Pentacles. Yeah, change up the speed a little bit. 10 of Cups, the King of Cups. Oh, that's lovely. 6 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Okay. And the Star. Okay, good. Good. I do feel like it's brief. I wish I had more time to really dive into this one because it is nice and lovely and light. As I was saying, compared to some of the readings I've been seeing for you lately, this one is lovely and light. There's a touch of stress element in there, but it's next to nothing surrounding. It's beautiful. So your opening line, the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the King of Cups, you're like, this is, Christina, I'm on a particular track right here. My intent or goal is to stay on it. You seem to be in the process of slowly, you turned your fire down, and that's okay. You're saying this has a plan. You're saying, I'm not random here, Christina. This has a plan, and I'm taking it super serious. Okay, I believe you, honey. Let's do it. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, King of Cups. You're like, I'm trying to slowly feel my way into a long, winding path of emotional commitment and harmony. I'm looking, hoping, and planning for the fullness of heart. I would like to be in love with my life in this situation, and I'm bringing something together. I am, but it's slow. So you are putting love first in this particular pathway because you're saying you have a greater goal that you are moving towards. You want it to mean something of some significance, and you want it to be in your life for a while. So you're going very slow with this, but it's beautiful. And I think the word I'm trying to use here, it's not about slow, but thoughtfulness. You're showing me thoughtfulness in what you're trying to develop, I believe, with someone else. Because you do seem to love it, and you say you want to experience the whole thing. The Ten of Cups, the emotional harmony, the happily ever after, in that particular path that you're on. So you're treating it very thoughtfully, okay? Yeah, you're tempering yourself very clearly for this. So that Knight of Pentacles isn't just about speed, guys. He's also about planning. He's the most prepared knight. Some would say overly prepared. But that's because he has an end result in mind on his pathway. So I'm saying an end result being love, but more than just love. It's the emotional harmony and happily ever after kind of love. In the future, Six of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Star. A little bit of stress here. But you are soul bonded to somebody. And it is looking like we are developing that dream with this person. Where that stress is coming from, I don't know. I don't know how large it is, not without clarification. Everybody has a Nine of Swords, you know? And depending on how used to it you are, how unchecked it is, it can either be a very small Nine of Swords or it can be a very large one. I don't know. But I am seeing the greater good here of accumulating a star path. And that in and of itself can be stressful. If you've ever heard me talk about the star in comparison to the sun, it's a lot more difficult. It's supposed to be. That's why I call it a star path. The sun doesn't really have a path. You choose to be happy. A lot of people don't agree with me. That's unfortunate. You do essentially choose to be happy. You can walk outside your house and step into the sun and feel the warmth and know what that means. Whereas the star, you have to aim yourself accordingly. And it's not the easiest thing to reach for. It's not supposed to be. It's individualized. How many stars are in the night sky? You pick one that's specific to you, and then you reach for it. It's not going to be everyone's calling. It's going to be your calling, which means you have to work twice as hard to get it. But if you do, well, I mean, that's where that phrase comes from. Your dreams come true. Wish upon a star. It's your desire come true. So with that comes a little stress. It's not like walking outside your front door, is it? But I do see you soul bonded with somebody. And it is looking like you two are headed in the direction of star path. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. It's lovely. It's sweet. It's nice to see you with a soul bond. I'm always happy when Aries finds a companion. Page of Cups. It required opening your heart space a little bit. Behold. Ace of Cups, yeah. Yeah. Okay. It was a natural progression of feeling. It's lovely. It's lovely. I think that stress is coming from honestly understanding if you two are on the same page, hoping that they are. Do they want what you want? There's always a little stress in there, right? Are we on the same page? Do they want what I... Well, let me clear that up for you now. Two people are either on the same page in terms of goals or they're not. Okay? But that being said, if more or less you two are heading in the same direction, you'll be all right. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Justice. Two of Swords, the Four of Cups. Yeah, that's the big thing right there. Okay, that's some good advice. It's classic advice. Can't screw that up. Justice, Two of Swords, the Four of Cups. In order to know if something's balanced, there should be no question. I mean, this is one of the best ways to know if you're on the same page with somebody. That Four of Cups is always going to be a big tell. If something is truly harmonious, equal, justice, there should be no confusion at all about feelings. None. Are we on the same page in terms of feeling? Okay. That's goal number one. Do you and I feel the same way about each other? And then also the path that we're on. If so, cool. Green light, gravy. If not, hold on. Okay? So how do you know you're on the same page with somebody? Some of it's really simple stuff. Like, I want to get married and have kids. And the other person's like, I don't though. Well, let's keep hanging on in there and see if it works out over time. No. 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 Those are big goals. We're not talking about, should we have, Chinese or Italian tonight? It's not like that. Right? So this is going to be your guide for what is same page energy, goals, feelings, and everything in between. Okay? It's either incredibly straightforward and obvious, and you two match up, or you very much do not. That's it. The more people try to compromise on those big goals, they end up shooting themselves in the foot later. We don't want that. Okay? That's a form of self-sabotage when you overlook things like that. 100%. All right. But yeah, that was some really solid basic advice. And that's how you know if you're on the right path with somebody or not. Anyway. All right. I think you got it. Oh, boy. So much here. Letters U, T, G, cat. Yes, listen to your intuition. Absolutely. Imaginative. I'm saying it as the word descriptive. However, this is technically Cancer's medallion, but what I saw was the one word imaginative. So you or whomever it is you're connected to might have a very strong imagination. And then we also have Gecko, confirmation of fire signs. Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. And once more, just to be cheeky, happy birthday. What's going on, please? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, please? Show me that Aquarian energy. Show me that Aquarian energy. Show me Aquarius. What's going on, please? Show me Aquarius. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not, and no clarification for that Sunday check-in. What's going on? Five of Cups, Judgment, Five of Pentacles. That's overdue. It's a call. It's not a pretty call, but it's a call. Yeah. Case in point, Spirit. We got it. Ten of Swords. Six. Thank you. Thank you, Aquarius. Thank you. Oh, God. The answer is yes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like, gosh, dang it. In your birthday season. And I'm sorry. And in just a general sense, I don't value at all, and I know you appreciate this, I do not value lying or blowing smoke up people's asses. I respect, real respect's real. Okay? So that's why I report the difficult things even when I hate it. And I know I'm touching on a very small group of you, but it's for that reason that they need to hear it the most. Okay? So I understand if this isn't your thing, this isn't where you are, go enjoy yourself, have extra piece of cake, have an extra glass of wine, whatever it is. Celebrate yourself. And if you're the Aquarius that's in this situation, I want you to do all that times 5. But don't hurt yourself. Okay? Don't hurt yourself. Okay? Don't go too far. You need a night out. I will say that. The Aquarius I'm looking at, you need a night out, honey. And it's overdue. Let's talk about it. That top line, 5 of Cups, Judgment, 5 of Pentacles. This is an overdue call. And it's the kind of call you don't want. And it's the kind of call that you get from your parent. Okay? From upstairs. Aquarius, honey. You know this is over, right? Like, I don't know that. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. 5 of Cups, emotional abandonment. 5 of Pentacles, physical abandonment. Breakage. Breakage. Emotional breakage, physical breakage. And here's the thing. And the top line suggests, even though those elements are here and they're pretty darn egregious, not light, it hasn't happened. That's why you're getting the call. Harder and harder. Universe is leaning on your energy really hard. Aquarius, look at this. Deal with it. You're like, no. And I understand why. In a way, without the backstory, the premise, your reasons are your reasons. Why you've been ignoring the call, the obvious. Couple things. Fixed signs, first of all, you being fixed air. Once you get it in your head that you will not fail, or you will not deviate from the path, you'll stick to it. Even though you know you shouldn't. But you're like, but I made up my mind though. That's Aquarius's default. Number one default, I was trying to say. All signs, guys, have pros and cons. All signs. You have many pros. And your biggest con, okay, is, well, I made up my mind. Like, that's non-negotiable. And I with Scorpio on fixed water, I made up my heart. Which means what? You know, it fixed Earth. Oh, I've made up my mind about my practical life, and I'm going to stay right here. Based on what evidence should you? So on and so forth. See what I'm saying? So if you were determined to ignore the obvious, you were successful in that for some time. Until it couldn't be. I mean, it's unsustainable, honey. Ten of Swords, it's unsustainable. The ending is prominent as hell, whatever this is. And I see you doing what you would call a reluctant Six of Swords. In other words, I don't want to leave this, but I have to. And the only reason I'm saying that is because the Nine of Swords is right after your Six of Swords. You know what it is you have to do. You have to part ways with this. It don't look good. It don't feel good because it's not. It hurts on every level. Mental, emotionally, and spiritual. So by all means, if you leave this and it's reluctant and you have misgivings and you're second guessing yourself, I don't care. Just go. This thing is going to crash or burn with or without you. So if that's the case, it might as well be without you. You're going to spare yourself further harm or damage. It doesn't want you. It doesn't need your participation. It's ending of its own accord. So exit your role in it, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, actually, except it causes you a great deal of what looks like separation anxiety, because you staying in it and participating in it most certainly hasn't helped you. So the only reason I can tell, which was my second point, you haven't separated from it is because possibly you have separation anxiety. It's like it's shit, but it's still mine. Kind of like that. So, guys, you know, tarot doesn't dictate anything. And I'm saying something difficult, and I'm not clarifying and all that jazz. But I can call a spade a spade. This is best left behind, and whatever it is, I don't want it taking you with it. You can say you're afraid to leave something behind, but it doesn't seem to be very good for you either. So how fearful of you leaving it behind could it possibly be? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Aquarius. Let's get some advice, please, for Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. What's going on? My biggest thing, honey, is that I want you to stop participating in it. The mental healing, the emotional healing, and even the spiritual healing, that'll come later. This I'm looking at is in literally within the next week. Do the thing first. Stop participating in it. Exit. Do what you need to do. Okay. Everything else will come in time. I'm not saying that because I'm not reading that far out. This is literally meant to be a forward charge energy or forward surge of energy. You know? Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. You are literally communicating to me what I'm already feeding back to you. I see that this stresses you out. And you're just communicating Eight of Wands, the very thing I just told you. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles. You are showing me separation anxiety. From what I don't know. But it's based in your reality. And it doesn't seem to want your participation. Or it's not good for you. So on and so forth. So you, by all means, talk to who you need to talk to. With any, I say good luck, but with any goodwill, they'll be telling you the same thing I am. Aquarius, get out of it. I don't know how many more red lights you need from the universe, honey, but you catching every single one of them. Okay, the letter F. Yeah, there's the anxiety right here. Some of you are very anxious personalities. That's okay. Have you talked to somebody about that? Particularly in respects to separation anxiety. You know what separation anxiety is? It's literally what it sounds like for some of you who need to hear this. Okay. It's anxiety born from the idea of separation. Separation from what? From somebody who suffers from separation anxiety is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The idea is that I could be separated from it. It doesn't matter what the situation like, how difficult it is or how happy it is, how painful it is or how not painful it is. It doesn't matter. It will provoke the same response. Instead of relief of leaving a bad situation, you will still feel anxious about leaving it badly, to the point that it will keep you in one place. I keep seeing the anxiety elements attached to this situation. Something to think about. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag, or very dominating energy. Fearful and or frightful. Cats in reverse, we are not listening to our intuition. And like I said, the letter F. Aquarius, honey, brief as it was, I would actually like to extend this one a lot. This is the kind of stuff I personally would like to work with people about when I do individuals, when I used to do client readings. This is the kind of stuff that I think really benefits people the most. But then that's my bias. That's my background. But I do hope it helps you in some small way, some sort of insight, anything. Okay? Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on for Gemini? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. What's going on for my Gemini crew? What's up? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. And no clarification on the check-ins. Ooh. Although sometimes I wish I could, honey. I do. Some of them are so interesting, just intriguing, or very difficult. Regardless, sometimes I wish I could spend more time with these. All right, what's going on for you? Four Swords, resting, the Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, hey, I got you connected with somebody of importance here. Importance to each other, really. The energy kind of balances and bounces off each other in equal tandem. It's actually pretty nice. That's not the Devil, the Fool, the Nine of Cups. Oh, you'll conquer that. Okay. This is interesting. You almost threw me there for a second. It was like, but you were doing, you're resting with your person. You got a nice little house going on. You guys, it looks so supportive. And then it's like, Devil. And then you showed me the Fool and the Nine of Cups. I'm like, okay, I got it. So currently you and someone are sharing a life together and it looks pretty balanced. It's loving, it's nurturing, it's supportive. Four Swords. It's looking like you two are in a place of peace, rest, or all is well. It's nice. It's nice seeing that. That's all is well energy. Yay. And it does look very supportive, relaxing, nurturing, caring, a home environment. There's a lot of love here, a lot of generosity, a lot of nurturing of the self and of each other. So the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, loving, nurturing, supportive. I love you, productive. This is our home. Yay, it's so comfortable and cozy. And we love each other and everything in it. It's such a great fit. And it's with the Four of Swords, you two have worked really hard for that kind of rest and peace and sanctuary with each other. So congratulations. And you threw me. So in the immediate week or so to come is like the Devil. And then the Fool, Nine of Cups, something that you've actually been afraid to open up towards. You'll be doing it. With all that love, nurturing, care, and support behind you, it's kind of like, okay, I'm a brave Gemini. I can do this. Because you're receiving, the both of you are receiving so much love, care, nurture, and support. Whatever it is that you've been afraid to face, you'll be doing it. And you'll be doing so and happy that you did. So I'm seeing that Devil as a blockage to your free spirit. It's literally that guy is blocking your free spirit about self-love and how you would like to love yourself. And that means being open to something that you've been wanting to be open towards for a long time, blasting yourself open towards. The Devil's been blocking that. Your sense of fear. Can I do this? Can I have this new adventure? What even makes me think I have the right? It's not about having the right, honey. It's about, do you love yourself? Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, Christina. Yes, it is. Based on what principle? Ladies and gentlemen, self-love. Because I love myself, because I know I'm worth it, it's my wish fulfillment to fulfill it. So in many respects, Nine of Cups is self-fulfilling prophecy based on healthy self-love constructs. Got it? So you, in knowing that you love yourself, that whatever fear you had in taking off towards this, okay, it's nothing. The Devil's nothing. I see you trying. It's almost daring yourself to try. I'm going to try this new thing. I'm going to open myself up to this. I always have, and just the Devil's talked me out of it. No, Gemini, you don't need to do that. You can't do it. You're not very good at it. You don't love yourself that much. No, you don't need to do anything new. Why would you do that? That's stupid. See what I'm saying? That's going to stop. I see you trying at least. And it's something you've been wanting to do for a long time. whatever that is. The fear stops getting in the way, the self-doubt. That's the devil. That's all the devil bullshit. That's all self-doubt. Talking yourself out of things that you know you want to do, that you know are right for you. And the devil, our sense of self-image, pride, ego, self-esteem, all that crap gets in the way. But the background you're coming from suggests that you're loved and you're supported, you're nurtured and cared for. Do it. Okay? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. Let's get some advice, please. Yes. The Magician, 8 of Cups, strength. See, there it is. You're willing the strength back. I can do that. There's that 8 of Cups. So you see, you're so close right now. I told you this is a long-standing thing, something you've been wanting to do for yourself, and you keep talking yourself out of it. You're just like, I don't love myself enough to do that. You know, it's bullshit. That's not how you meant things to shape up. I know it isn't. The Magician says, I can will the strength to do this. I can believe in myself. I love myself, so on and so forth. So you've been manifesting this extra boost of energy. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it for a while. Right? Because you know the 8 of Cups isn't your gig. You're 1 cup away from that 9 of Cups wish fulfillment. You already have the background noise with the Magician to add weight to it. Okay? So you've been wanting to manifest this for a while. You just like, I just need the extra booster shot, and then boom, I'm out the door, right? You're there soon, this week. Okay. Good job. Oh, so many. Okay. All right, we have the medallions of you, Gemini, the medallion of Sagittarius, and the medallion of Virgo. We have large masculine glasses. I say that because I also have a pair of small feminine glasses, so it's kind of like just masculine glasses, larger frames. The spatula, the representation of cooking. Perhaps that's your profession, your hobby, or perhaps you're cooking right now. I don't know. And then the goldfish in reverse. Pisces, but not listening to our feeling. Okay? The goldfish is obviously highly in tune with swimming. So when it's in reverse, obviously it can't do that. Water represents the emotions. So not allowing ourselves to feel our feelings and move and navigate in that particular direction. You'll be coming out of that. Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Libra. What is it? The King of Cups keeps trying to pop out. Some of you might have some very strong water in your chart. You could be feeling love. I don't know. What's going on, please? Show me that. Show me that Libra energy. Show me that Libra energy. What's going on? Show me Libra. Show me Libra. What's going on? Show me Libra. The sun miraculously finally came out. We've had days and days of rain. Ugh. Finally the sun's out, and now I'm getting distracted because people are walking by. It's not like my windows are totally exposed to the street, but I have a clear enough view to be like, wow, there's lots of people out today. Why is that? Oh, because it's been raining nonstop for 3 days. I should know. I haven't been able to take poor Cinnamon out for a proper walk in forever. Everything's been flooded. All right, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Okay, it's okay. You're like, this is literally you. I'm not sure. Knight of Pentacles, neither are you. You're like, if I connect with this, Christina, it could be a fucking shit show. But also, I kind of want to. Why? Is that weird? No, I think that's what it is to be human. Sometimes we want things and we don't understand why. It's just... All right, let's back up. I know. I'm getting ahead of myself again. It's what I do best. 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Wands. So here we have the idea of friendship, cooperation, collaboration. Let's start here. Let's see where it goes. I call it the springboard for a reason. The 3 of Pentacles is the first time we see a working construct in tarot. In other words, we could start here. This is an effort between you and I or a couple of other people. Let's say if we're starting a business or we're all going to the same thing at the same time, or we're a group of friends, so on and so forth. The idea is we see how these dynamics play and work together or don't. So you start there with the 3 of Pentacles and see if it moves into different directions. And here's the thing. You're like, 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. I don't know if I can make that decision to be friends with somebody or collaborate, work with them, cooperate. Anything, any of those elements. Cooperative. I don't know if I can cooperate with that structure. Should I? I want to be open towards it, but also I don't. Is that weird? No, I think Libra's being Libra. That's what I... That's your process, honey. That's your dues in this life. We all have pros and cons. Everybody does. If you have a superpower, and you do, you better believe you got kryptonite. And sometimes you can get caught in that state of, do I or don't I? Do I or what if I want both? What if I want to be friends with it and not be friends with it at the same time? That's you sometimes. If you're that Libra, no shame. Put your hand up. I'm not going to give you shit for it. What do I do for a living, guys? I mean, you think I don't know? I know. So if you're that Libra, hi, I'm that Libra. Let me know. That's okay. No judgment here. You still, and here's the thing, even though you say you don't know, you're like, but I'm open to the possibility. So in the future, and this is coming through in terms of kind of a surprise, something you couldn't make up your mind about is actually coming towards you. So this whole thing about, can I be friends with it? That's actually, there's going to be an element that comes towards you that will help you resolve that. Now, if you are familiar with my work, you know I don't believe in universal handouts. It's like, oh, the universe is going to make this easy for you, so here's a solution. That doesn't happen. Very rarely. Towers are towers are towers. They're almost always inevitable. But sometimes they do come crashing in, and we are on the receiving end of them. And that's actually what I'm seeing for you. So it's interesting to me that you opened up with a question like that about proposed friendship or proposed cooperation, and you couldn't make up your mind about it. Well, something's going to come through that's going to give you a little nudge. And it was slow. It was slow to arrive. I just know it's not you. That Knight of Pentacles is not you. Again, if you're familiar with my work, you know the Knights, I will tell you, it's their responsibility to deliver our messages for us. Our emotions, our mind, our energy. But sometimes it's an outside influence, just like that tower is. Okay. So I see an outside influence slowly making its way towards you in the proposition of, guess what? The Three of Cups. To connect or not to connect. Friend or not friend. Cooperation or not cooperation. Hang out or not hang out. Connect or not to connect. So it's like we said. So is something's going to help you create the deciding factor? Yes. Yes, that's the best way to put it, the tower. And like I said, it can either be a joyous reunion that was completely unexpected, slowly headed towards you, and that's why it surprises you. Or connecting with it could be a shit show. Do keep in mind, when you were contemplating this energy to begin with, you couldn't figure out if you wanted to call it friend or not. So that tower stands as a question mark, depending on the two energies at play. It's either a nice, pleasant surprise that you did not see coming, an invitation to reconnect. You had already been thinking about it, but you couldn't commit to it, right? Or if you try to connect with it, it may blow up. I know, right? And don't tell it to me, tune it to the universe. I couldn't tell you. But like I said, going back to your opening, there's a reason you were questioning it to begin with. That means part of you knew the probability of this possibly being a negative reconnection. However, like I said, the universe is giving you a nudge to help you answer the question. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. You'll know. It'll be presenting itself soon enough. I would say within a week or two. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. That's one of the reasons I have been enjoying doing the fast forward readings. This is because the energy is meant to be targeted within days or weeks. So I just know that it took a minute to arrive. That tells me it was already arriving anyway, you know. So that means it wasn't just on your mind either. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Libra. Christina, you seem to enjoy these predicaments, and I don't appreciate that. Raise your hand if you're a Scorpio in the room. Me personally, I can't stand stagnation. I just can't stand it. So I don't mind the little jolt. Most Scorpios don't mind the jolt, the towers, the lightning. Okay, we don't mind it. In fact, we're often associated with those elements. Like, here's a little sting, here's a little jolt, anything to get things going, you know. Because Ace of Cups being that way, emotional stagnation is not our gig. We want the fullness of the heart, and we want it to be fresh, right? So, you know, you generate some activity. And sometimes you enjoy generating that activity. And sometimes you like seeing how other people react to that activity. I'm just saying, there's a reason I like what I do. 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, honey. So you sitting around, this isn't meant to be, all playfulness aside, it's not meant to be an accusation or a judgment. I don't do that. I have fun. I have a playful side, as discussed. But in all seriousness, the advice here being 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, you holding on to this and not knowing what to do has gotten you nowhere. That's why I think this is coming through. Like I said, it's going to answer your question, which on the surface looks so very light. Do I want to be friends with this or not? Can I cooperate, etc.? Behind it is a whole background of befuddlement, confusion, pain, disappointment, regret, but haven't been able to let it go. 4 of Pentacles. Tossing these 2 of Pentacles around. What does this mean? Why do I hold on to it? Can I ever be friends with it ever again? You haven't ever been able to successfully answer the question. It's been with you for a while, for some of you upwards to years. So that's nice. It's nice actually that this is coming in to break up some of this energy. It will help answer that long-standing question. Okay. All right. And that feeling, that useless, stupid feeling that comes with holding on to old pain and confusion and what did it all mean? We want that little influx, trust me. It's a manageable tower. It is. So even if you regret connecting with it, you will still learn something from it, and it will help get you past this. See what I'm saying? All towers, even though they're scary, sometimes that doesn't mean they're bad. It's for our own good. Anyway, we have the medallion of Gemini, Pegasus, that sense of freedom, pride. I can take off in any direction I so choose. The letters Y and G. Libra, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on? Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus and their forward energies. Show me Taurus. Ooh. Queen of Cups for some of you that just tried to pop out. Show me that Taurus collective energy. What's going on for Taurus, please? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, and no clarification for that check-in. All right. What's going on for Taurus? The Hermit, 9 of Swords, Chariot, good. That's a natural progression there. Excellent. King of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All right. You're kind of saying no movement, no new activity. I'm thinking. All right. So in terms of forward momentum, you're saying what I've got going on now is enough to be getting on with, full stop. Cool. The Hermit, the Chariot, 2 powerful energies right here, and the 9 of Swords. You're saying right now, my job is to kind of be calm and quiet with myself. All right. You're saying that you have a lot of things. There's a conflict here between standing still, wanting to stand still, be reflective and healing, but you're also like, P.S., I got shit to do. Chariot. Okay. Somewhere in between is your stress and anxiety. So I see you hopping back and forth between modalities of I'm trying to reflect, I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to look back on my pathway with experience and a certain measure of self and confidence about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You're saying I've got a lot on my mind with the 9 of Swords, but also P.S. I can't just stand still. I have to Chariot. I have forward momentum. So I see you caught in 2 directions of wanting to be still and you still have a certain responsibility attached to you to move forward. And somewhere between is a lot of stress. I hope that you find that balance and compromise between being able to stay still and give yourself some much needed time of reflection and healing, particularly up here with your mental thoughts, okay? Because I understand that you still have a driving force attached to you, the Chariot that says, I got things to do, okay? I just want you to be careful with that. I know you can handle a lot. I know you can. Bless you. It's, it's one of the pros to your sign, but also therefore that con, okay? I want you to find, or dare yourself to find, that striking balance between respecting and honoring what you need for yourself. Some quiet time, some downtime, some distance between you and your problems so you can in fact solve those anxieties. But also respecting the fact that you have to keep going, okay? You seem to be an agent in motion, but you also desperately want some quiet downtime. I hope you find the compromise between the two, okay? You have stress attached to you, honey. It's, is it unusual for Taurus? No. Do I hate seeing it for you? Yeah. Are you really good at accommodating it? You're too good at accommodating it. And that's how you often get caught up into these dynamics, which I hate seeing for you. But try telling that to a Taurus. You give me that, that energy of, I got it. Don't worry about it too. I'm constantly stressed out. What do I do? So again, I hope you get into that space where you can maybe compromise between knowing that you need downtime, being quiet, taking care of yourself, and still doing what it is that you need to do to function. And I'll tell you why. King of Swords, Nine of Wands, then Ace of Pentacles, your master symbol. I actually see you turning that down soon. You don't want to, but you're saying you don't have the space for it. I believe you. 100%. Right here on your middle downline, Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands. No, you don't have the space to accommodate new. Therefore, all the more reason, I would like to personally advise you to just pump the brakes. I don't want you to pass something up because you don't have the space for it. I know you take your Ace of Pentacles very seriously. I don't want you missing opportunities because you're that stressed out. But as my rule, and as I've often advised people, you can't accommodate new unless you make space for new. And you don't have space for new. And I don't want that Ace of Pentacles to become one more thing that's riding on your back because you've got too much on your plate. So by all means, respect your chariot and your obligations and what it is you have to do, but I want you to respect yourself enough to pull yourself aside and give yourself some much needed rest and reflection. Okay? Because your King of Swords is like, right, I've made a decision. I'm going to block that Ace of Pentacles, but the thing is you don't want to. You logically arrive to that conclusion, but that doesn't mean you're happy about it. And that's why I'm upset for you. You're not happy with this decision to decline it. I don't know what that Ace of Pentacles is to you, honey. I'd have to clarify, but I just know from your Taurian perspective it's important, otherwise I wouldn't be here. So I want you to take some time out, honey. I want that for you. It's here. I want you to prioritize yourself better, I suppose. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for Taurus, please. Show me, Taurus. Let's get some advice for Taurus, please. You have a lot of commanding energy in you, quadrants to your personality that you're used to. That's what I mean by that. You have a very deep, reflective side of you, wisdom, experience, healing, forward momentum. This is where I got to be, decision maker, responsibility, and a lot of stress in between. So if that's true, honey, nothing else will function if you fall apart. So just try to remember that, okay? I understand and respect that you got a lot on your back, so make it easier for you. If you don't give yourself that space, God knows no one else is gonna. People have a tendency to take up your time if you let them. So, carve out that space for you and stand by it. Put your hoof down on that one. All right? That's just advice from me, honey. All right, now let's see your actual advice. Tower. Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles is kind of important. I don't want you... God dang it. You having to block this Ace of Pentacles is a lot more frustrating than perhaps you know or you're caring to admit. You're saying, I'm having to pass down that opportunity based on this, that, and the other. It kind of pisses you off. I can see that you're not in a position to accept it, so I want you to make more space for yourself, please. I want you to think about this because I can't see where the Ace of Pentacles crosses your timeline. I just see you making the decision to reject it soon. Okay. I'm under the impression, I'm under the very strong impression, mark my words, that this was an Ace of Pentacles you did not expect. You didn't know that you would want it. You didn't know that you were going to gravitate towards it. You didn't even know it was an option until it showed up. These things do happen. It's not just the Ace of Pentacles we drive ourselves to personally, okay, which I know you know. Sometimes they are presented to us. They're just dropped out of the thin air. It happens. You didn't expect it, but it's like now that I know about it, I want it, and I'm in a position where I have to pass it by. Okay. It's going back to that Nine of Swords. It's adding to your stress. So, again, I want you to pause, be still, okay? And give yourself that much-needed reflection that I know you sometimes pride yourself on. And say, can I realistically make space for this? That means I'm going to have to offshore other things in order to make space for it, and I know that. Or if I have to let this one pass by, I have to accept that too and be at peace with it. Okay? Oh my goodness. Well, I did not know it was going to be all that today. We have the medallion. Everybody's getting the medallion of Gemini. I'll promise you. I've got a couple of thousand charms in there. Several folks have gotten the medallion of Gemini. That's interesting. You might have some very prominent Gemini in your chart. There could be an influence there that I'm just not seeing today. We have the letter S, M, and R. Okay. I hope this helped you. I do. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on for Virgo, please? Show me Virgo. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. What's going on for Virgo? Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower. Okay. Nine of Wands, Judgment, Ace of Pentacles. I know you don't see it. You're showing me high levels of resistance to change. That looks like it needs to happen. You're not the only person who's been showing me towers, so they've been coming in various sizes. Big, small. Yours is, I'm thinking, medium-sized? But I suppose that's in the eye of the beholder and how you experience it. The more afraid you are of change, the bigger that tower is going to seem, even if it's for our greatest good, and they always are. Okay. Look, there's something in your world, 7 and 7. Seven of Pentacles that has been unproductive, stagnant. The thing is that you don't want to see it. Seven of Swords. There's no pretty way to address that, and it's not an insult, so don't take it as one. Everybody has a Seven of Swords. Everybody. It gets out of hand when we continuously neglect it and or ignore it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to acknowledge it. I'm just going to lean away from it. I'm going to sneak away from the thought, sneak away from the action. I don't want to own it to myself. So there's something in your environment. It could be a very specific garden or overall comprehensively a Seven of Pentacles. In other words, your overall life as you understand it. I don't know. It could be a specific function such as work or, like I said, overall life that represents stagnation. In other words, it grew to a certain point and it hasn't improved. There's some production, but it's not exactly bountiful. It has promise for growth, but it never fulfills its promise. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is, and that's why it's so irritating. Is it going to grow or not? Should I keep hanging out here hoping for better results or what? Right? So we've been hanging out in this garden long enough to know it's stagnant. It will not produce more. We can't get more from it, be it a relationship, work, a goal, or overall life. But it's hard. It's hard to admit that because we've watched it grow, we've tended to it to the best of our abilities, and we're missing that magic formula to make it boost its growth, right? And you wait in there long enough to see if it will get back on track. Here's the thing. I think you've been waiting for it to get back on track for a long time, but refusing to accept the results and that it has not grown further. Seven of Swords. Like we don't want to admit to the stagnation. That's going to change a little bit. Tower's coming in soon, and I mean soon. Very soon. It's going to say, we're gonna help you with that, Virgo. We're going to help you with that. Yours is like the second one I've seen where it's an outside tower. We're going to change things up a little bit. I think it was Libra, but theirs was for very different things. Very different. And it's going to scare you at first. It is. You're like, this is my way of life. This, whatever this is, the Seven of Pentacles. I grew this. And I know I didn't want to acknowledge its lack of growth, but that doesn't mean the whole thing has to be destroyed. Sometimes it must. Because what that means is essentially the tower wouldn't be there unless it was a faulty construct. Whatever this growth is or lack of, it's a faulty construct. You don't need it in your life. I know it's hard to admit, especially if you put yourself into it. At the Nine of Wands, Judgment. I can see that you have been resisting judgment on this. That's why they brought in the tower for you. Active resistance to your call. Active resistance to making a decision. Nine of Wands. And this was happened over a long period of time, folks. This was not an overnight resistance act. This wasn't you being a toddler having a temper tantrum with the universe for a day. We're talking about Nine of Wands is repetition, Seven of Pentacles, stagnation. So Judgment's coming in and making a sweeping decision. Okay? But it's for your own good because there's Ace of Pentacles in the end. You'll have a brand new beginning in some way. And it'll be strong and it'll be viable and it will be a hell of a lot more. That Seven of Pentacles, and this is what happens when we're afraid to make change. We get tunnel vision, thinking this is it, this is as good as it gets. I have to protect it at all costs, even if it means ignoring the negativity around it or attached to it. I'm going to continue to assign it meaning even though it doesn't have meaning anymore, right? And that's tower stuff, that's delusions, that's illusions. And in a moment, it can be swept away. I just know that it's in your highest good because in the end, you still win for something that's actually for you. A brand new beginning. Strong too. Let's get some advice. It's going to be scary at first, and you're going to resent it. You're going to hate it. And you're going to scream unto the gods, why are you doing this to me? Because, Virgo, you wouldn't. I am not that person, guys. I don't do those readings where it's like, oh, the universe is going to give you $1 million and all your problems go away. No, typically when we do Ace of Pentacles and we resist judgments like this, we resist major decisions like this, very rarely do we get a helping hand. It's usually like, you know what, you're miserable, you figure it out. You know, you got yourself into it, you get yourself out of it, and then we'll start helping you. The more you take your life seriously, we'll start taking you seriously and giving you help along the way. This is direct intervention. The stuff people pray for all the time. Please help me, and I don't want to do anything. I just want to be able to say it was out of my hands. That's typically what I see people want, and that never happens. So why you've been graced with that energy, I don't know. But I'm not going to argue with the results, you know? Two of Swords, there's the indecision, Seven of Swords. The indecision, avoidance, Seven of Swords. It's very straightforward, Queen of Swords. You've turned your back. I'm sorry, again, guys, I'm not casting judgment. Please don't interpret it that way. I do the real stuff. If you're not familiar with my work, let's just say you wandered in. Despite my sense of humor, sarcasm, and the way I dress, these are all things that represent me and my personality. I do the real stuff. Okay? I know what my critiques are. I'm very familiar with them. So again, this is not me picking on you or judging you. I read the cards. I see your back as the Queen of Swords, someone who very much prides themselves on intellectualism, logic, reasoning, rationality. We're turning our back on making a decision, actively avoiding it. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. The ability to make the decision was always with you. The desire to actually commit yourself to making the call, answering the call, making changes, that was always there, but we didn't want to see it. Okay? Once it's done, you'll get into a place where you are much more capable of making decisions with confidence. Okay? All right. Okay, that's interesting. The Christmas wreath is in reverse. So some of you, this has been troubling you since the last holiday cycle or towards the end of last year. For others of you, you gave yourself a time limit a long time ago, and you far exceeded that time limit for how you were going to deal with this. It was just ongoing. We just kept it going. Like somebody said, by last fall or last winter, it was going to be that day where you did it and you didn't address it. Okay, I understand. The Great White Shark, Scorpio energy. And then also confirmation of great white sharks for any particular reason. And then also survival power, powering through, consuming. It's survival. It's considered raw, instinctual survival. The great white shark is. And then the squid, the opposites of that, feeling clingy. Okay, I can't let anything go. And feeling subject or floating to the waters. Also more water energy here. All right. Virgo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, and no clarification on those check-ins. What's going on, please, for Capricorn? The Hermit. Temperance. Whoa, okay. That's double gun healing right there. The two heavyweight champs of healing. One's more external, one's more internal. One's based on experience, wisdom, light of path, what I've learned from it all. Temperance, the willingness to really go within and calm troubled waters, which is a much more difficult process if you ask me. And then death. Yeah. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, King of Cups. Okay. In the next week or so, you're going to realize that everything you've been through, painful as it was, necessary. I know that's extremely generic, okay? But there's something here about the insight about how far you've come is to be awarded, acknowledged, and recognized in you. You need to see it for yourself. It's not really my place to tell you the details. You would already know. This is based on background work that has been in play for a long time. Some of you will be coming upon the anniversary marker of this, and it's when that's that time for that particular anniversary of whatever it is that ended, exited, or expired, passed on. You will be looking upon it soon and realizing how far you've come. I really don't need to say much more. It's a powerful moment, and if you've ever had one, you know. Those anniversary markers has a way of doing its job more powerfully than tarot could or years of therapy. Just that brief moment in time when you look back on it. Powerful endings, transformative processes, literal endings. Healing, reflection. This didn't happen yesterday, guys. This we're talking months, years. And that moment in time when you can honestly look back on it and understand the truth of it, how you're no longer attached to it emotionally, it no longer punches you from the inside out, and you understand that you've accepted it in your heart. Those moments can sometimes teach us more than, like I said, years of reflection, talking to others, or healing or therapy or tarot ever could. You're going to have that moment coming up soon. Most of you already know what it is. You're going to look back on it and you're going to see how far you've come, like I said. It's a very specific experience. You will each have your stories as to why that is. But I want you to take that moment, really feel it, and say, Capricorn, look how far we've come. We recovered from that. I feel so different now than I did a year ago. That moment's just for you. You can't teach it to anyone else. It's not anyone else's business. It's just yours. Feel it from top to bottom. And love yourself that day and in that moment. Okay? Love yourself in that moment. Give yourself a little hug, pat on the back, whatever it is. Treat yourself. I don't know. But in that moment, love yourself a little more because you indeed have come a long way. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Capricorn. I would say for some of you, it's in a week to 10 days. And even if it's not, say, an exact 1 year, we're talking, you've had enough reflection between now and then to understand how much distance there is and how different you are. And that your heart's in a good working order compared to where it used to be. All right, advice. Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Judgment. Yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This kind of stuff didn't happen overnight. I wish people would believe me. When you see things like the Hermit and Temperance and Death, not casual. That took years, seasons, months of consistent and persistent being the key word. Healing and being aware of it. Healing and being aware of it. I got to get through this. It is exhausting. So when you're showing me Knights of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Judgment, I think that's probably the most concise depiction I've seen of the process. Slow and steady, but with intended movement. It's a judgment. It was a lesson for you. It was a spiritual lesson to understand how to move towards yourself, healing, constructive pathways, going slow with it, but being dedicated to the cause, Knight of Swords, never losing sight of the end goal. I mean, you're going to see how far you've come, and you're going to feel the judgment of it, and it's going to feel good. You did good. You did good here. All that work of staying on the path of healing, there you are. See, this is about you and just about you and no one else. That's your medallion, Capricorn, right there. Okay? Feather, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also light as a feather, the thoughts, just being gentle, okay? Being very, very gentle. The cat is in reverse. Now, typically I read this as a lack of intuition. Perhaps some of you didn't know how to feel your way around this, so you had to dedicate yourselves a little bit every day to just constructive healing, in other words, at the mental level and at the emotional level. But for some of you, you felt like you were out of touch with your intuition for a long time, okay? And that's all right. That's all right. Possibly, side note, yes, could represent the loss of someone's energy, maybe an animal. I don't know. Okay? But that's okay. All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on? What's going on, please, for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio. What's going on, please, for that Scorpio collective? Show me Scorpio. Like always, take what resonates, leave it does not, and no clarification for those Sunday check-ins. Let's do one more. Show me that. Scorpio energy, please. All right. The Knights of Pentacles, the Magician, Justice. Yeah, okay, cool. I like it. 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords. Okay, so I know that bottom row doesn't seem impressive. That's okay. It doesn't need to be. Tarot's not a competition. The point is the studiousness in which you have chosen a particular path. You're saying, this is my path, and I won't deviate from it. I'm going at my own particular pace, and I'm manifesting at my own particular pace. I have a plan in mind, and yes, you do. Knights of Pentacles, so it's not just so much about speed here, guys, it's the plan behind it. That means he's slow. He wants to make sure that plan is being carefully executed, because I see you carefully crafting your way through something spiritually as well as in the 3D world. So that's you got a couple of things going on here, and it looks so simple in the forefront, but the complexity is here. You're like, I'm working through this, and I'm working through this, and I'm so the Magician, you're like, I got it. I'll just go at my own pace. That's it. That's the magic formula here, Christina. I'm going to go at my own particular manifestation pace. And the idea here is the overall objective is justice, creating a sense of balance from within, and so it is without. And I see you doing that in your 3D world, and then, like I said, in your spiritual world. You are trying to very much harmonize your 3D efforts to get yourself on the same page in your reality as you feel on the inside. So like I said, doing 2 things at one time. As it relates to 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Now, here's what's interesting. Are you doing well by your 3D world? I believe so. You're showing me signs of recovery in your environment. I'm not sure why. You would know best. Okay. But you're also saying it's tying back to your sense of disappointment and spiritual disappointment. You're saying as you develop one, you intend to develop the other. So you have, you put those 2 things together. The Scorpio I'm looking at, you put those 2 things together. Why? You would know best. But I think I understand where that's coming from. It's the idea of as I work through my real world and obligations and being a master at my craft and following a very carefully laid out plan, I also heal myself. I also show myself justice and balance. And it's something I say all the time, so within, so it is without. And so justice here represents not just a balance, as in obligations and technicalities and contracts, it also represents spiritual balance, within as so without. And I see you doing 2 things. It's kind of like you're showing me 2 birds, 1 stone. And so I see you hammering away. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm fixing stuff. I'm working on me. Okay? I got damage in here. But it's not just damage control. You're making active repairs on yourself solo. That's what it looks like to me. And that's not a bad thing. You're an active participant with yourself and what you stand up for, what you believe in, and your actual work too. But yeah, I see you working through pain, literally working through pain of abandonment, disappointment, and rejection. And you're like, I'm going to work through that. Stabilize myself and my spiritual energy while I'm at it. Thank you. Okay. That's that Scorpio spirit. We're multitaskers, right? We never just do one thing. We got to do 2 or 3 things at one time. The Scorpio, I know you're laughing and you're chuckling because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. So that's why, again, emphasis here, you're taking your time. Okay, because the end result is important to you. You want your 3D world balanced and you want your spiritual sense of self balanced all at one time. Okay. All right. Not light work. Look at you go. All right. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice for you. Show me advice, please, for Scorpio. Let's get that advice, please, for Scorpio. So that's going to be an ongoing project. I sincerely doubt you'll have it all cleared up in a week, although, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But that's going to be an ongoing project, and it's a good project, and it's a worthy project. The way you're throwing yourself into it suggests to me that you're taking it very seriously. All right, let's get some advice, please. Show me that advice, please, for Scorpio. Ace of Wands, the Magician. Ah, that's your end game. You thought you were just going to sneak that by me. Yeah, there's a reason why you're doubling down on efforts here. I was like, I don't see it here today, but there's the reason why. We're multitaskers for a reason. Yeah, because there's another goal behind your goal. Part of your manifestation is to be ready for Ace of Wands, a new opportunity that you yourself can personally claim here as the King of Cups. So you want to be ready. So some of you have been paying attention to my lectures. Oh, good for you. Well, Christina always says, if you want new, you have to make space for new, and I'm making space for new. Good job. A+. You've been going to class, showing up, right? You don't miss a day of class. Look at you. No, I don't. Scorpio with your little hat on. That is great. I mean, I'm poking fun because I think the Scorpio energy is fun, but of course I'm biased. I just think we're fun. I do. We're different. We're unique. Not everybody understands that. I'm okay with it. That's fine. Because I get to see complex things like this in our process. And so it never fails to crack me up, even though I'm in it. I live it too. But when I actually see it demonstrated like that, it's like, that's Scorpio. That's why. You're like, I have a manifestation behind my manifestation. So hear me out. This is phase 1. And then there's phase 2. So there you go. There you go. That's manifestation part 2 right there. You're preparing yourself for other things. That's it. So through that meticulous work, in summary, you're preparing yourself for other things, more adventurous things, more fun things, more passionate things that you personally, as the King of Cups, can feel really good about. Cheers. All right. Yes. Letters Q, 2 P's. Okay. And the letter K. And that's interesting. Somebody else got the Christmas wreath in reverse as well. So this might be something that you started working on at the close of year, okay, towards the end of the year in 2023, and you kind of kicked it into high gear now. Or perhaps this is a neglected goal that you meant to get back to a long time ago, and you're just now reapproaching it, okay? But yeah, the point is that a cycle's closed, and you are getting yourself prepared to open up towards a new one. That would be the takeaway. Scorpio, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on? Oh, my hair bun's just falling apart. Well, there you go. There you go, darling. Can't be perfect all the time, as much as you might try. Yeah, there's no such thing. What's going on? Show me Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces, please. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and no clarification on those Sunday check-ins. What's going on for Pisces? 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I already agree with you on that one. I'll get to it. 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. I see you currently defending your position. Leave me alone. You need to. It's for your own good. Your own good and your reasons behind it are entirely up to you. I just know that I support it personally. 7 Wands, 3 Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I need to take care of myself. Leave me alone. It's firm, but it's also meant to be. 7 of Wands is boundaries, guys, and sometimes it is pushy-offy. Pushy-offy comes with the territory of boundaries. So often people will default to blocking, and they'll just do it out of habit. They don't really know why. You're saying, I know exactly why I'm doing it. My heart hurts. Leave me alone. Yeah, you need to take care of yourself right now. Queen of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why, you'll be transitioning to something relatively soon. So I want you to rest up. Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart space. Particularly your quality of care as it concerns your Queen of Pentacles. So this is your living environment. How you physically take care of yourself. Okay, so be mindful of that. You need a breather, take a breather. You need a rest, take a rest. You need to eat properly, eat properly. Drink water, exercise, whatever it is you need to do to get back in touch with your physical health and also therefore your emotional health. Okay, you feel like you've been neglecting yourself a little bit, you probably have. And I will say this about people all the time. They can and will take up your time and space if you let them, without any care about how you're doing, because that's really how people are. You know, if I allowed people to bully me into doing readings every day, I'd be a wreck and nobody would really care. They'd be like, you know what, you should get some rest. And that would be the end of the discussion, wouldn't it? They don't really care after that. But it's like, wait a minute, you're the one who demanded readings all the time. Yeah, but that's on you, though, to take care of yourself. I just made a request and you did it. See what I'm saying? People can and will take your time if you allow them. So pull that back. And like I said, I want you to rest up because you're showing me really supreme balance. You're missing 1-6 here on your bottom row. And this is your forward energy coming up soon. 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. This is not drifting away. This is drifting into. I see you connecting with somebody who, by all rights, it looks like will help balance you out a little bit. It looks like you might have drifted away from this person. That happens all the time, especially if you get super busy and you get caught up in whatever race you're in. You get neglectful, and then you get neglectful of your connections, especially the ones that are very close to you. So I see a soul bond and someone whom you are used to balancing with. It's just been a while since you balanced with them. This is someone who looks like they would lend good support, okay? And that they're a helpful function. This is someone who would actually care about how you're doing, in other words, not just take up your time. That's the person I want you to connect with, somebody who can actually see what it is that you need and support you accordingly. Yeah? Whomever that is, you drifted away from, you're drifting back to them. Who knows? Like I said, time, situation, circumstance. I see you connecting with them soon, very soon. And it's good too. Balance, balance, balance. It's all good balance right there. But yeah, I don't know what it is when you last saw this person, but they're good. They're good for you. Okay. And whoever that soul bond is to you, I don't know. Soul bonds come in many different flavors. Varieties, if you will. They come in the form of family. They come in the form of very close friendships and even acquaintances that you touch or you get in touch with from time to time. It's not always constant contact. But they are showing me 6 of Pentacles that you are comfortable balancing with this person in the real world. They're not that much of a mystery, in other words. Good. It looks like you need a little time with them. Some good quality support time, all right, with somebody who understands you and is actually concerned for you. I want you to get in contact with that person. Like I said, you'll be heading that direction relatively soon. They might be at a distance. You might be traveling to see them, possibly. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. It's almost like you're going home. Is that what that is? Are you going home? Some of you guys going to do a home visit? Like, you know, like say, for instance, I live in Austin, but I have a lot of family that lives in the Dallas area. So for me, that would be like going home. Even though I've lived in Austin since 92, in a way, it's still like going home, you know? That could be it. That could be it. That might explain it. It feels like a soft travel. All right. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Pisces. But take it as it resonates. All right. The Sun, lovely. Judgment, lovely. The World, oh. Okay. You're feeling the loss of the Sun, or rather, the impending loss of it. Something seems to be exiting out of your life, and it seems like it's inevitable. You might be feeling a little bleached, a little leached, a little more colorless lately for that reason. I don't think it's completely cycled out, but it seems like it's a matter of time, and you can kind of feel the weight of that. Something that used to give you warmth has been shutting down for a while now with Judgment there. It's kind of like you always felt it was coming, and now it's catching up to you, that feeling. So you're a little stretched out. Okay. Yeah, that's coming up. You might be recovering from a closing cycle, or it's just kind of inching up on you closer and closer every day that a cycle here is inevitable. But there's a lesson in here about the Sun, that perhaps it wasn't your forever Sun, perhaps it was a temporary Sun, however it is that you felt the warmth. I don't know. But there's a feeling here that it's been ebbing away from you for a while now. I don't think it's finalized, no. In fact, that might be one of the reasons why you're connecting with someone that you're familiar with, so you can talk about these things. I don't know. Either way, connecting with that person will help you. I apologize. It's, my vocals are trying to shut down on me. It's that time. They're tired and they're protesting. We've had some really extreme weather here in Central Texas, from humid, warm to freezing cold, winds and everything else, and rain. So it's just, and my vocal cords are so extremely temperamental. And so there's that. The medallion of Aries, the medallion of Taurus. We also have the letters S, P, Y, we have the medallion of the dog paw print in the heart. So you love your dog, you love your animal. And then we also have the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Busy, busy, busy. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. So always on the run, always on the go. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need some quality check-in time with some folks, or at least one person here who understands us. Okay? All right. Pisces, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. And Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. I noticed at Pisces message, well, my little hair bun there, well, that was just falling apart, so I just finalized it. It's like, you know what? Okay, you did your job. What's going on, please? Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. What's going on, please, for Cancer, like always. Take what resonates, leave it does not. And no clarification for the Sunday check-in. Show me Cancer. What's going on, please, for that Cancerian energy. Three Cups, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. Oh, okay. That's a strong truth right there. Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Cancer. And that's you too. What am I working with, Christina? Yeah, well, You're like, hear me out. Already with you. Already with you. With the hear me out. I'm just saying, I probably shouldn't connect with this. Just hear me out. But I still have special feelings for it. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. It's normal. Honey, you're the one who has to make up your mind on it. You do. You have a strong truth about someone here that you connected with, and it felt good when you connected with it. You could even felt the strings of a particular relationship attached to it. Now, mind you, it's really hard to assign a Four of Wands to a Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the most basic level of positive emotional connectivity because that can really include anybody. Family and friends you can have Three of Cups with. Two of Cups says more intimate. Ace of Cups suggests in love. The three, you can have that with just about anybody, really. And if it feels good, you keep doing it. And then you see, if it moves around, does it become a 2? Is it a 6? Right? We just don't want it to be a 4 and a 5. What's the point of that? So you're saying the Ace of Swords, you have a strong truth about that connection, somebody you connected with or reconnected with, and you said it felt kind of like a relationship. You see it, you see the truth of it. Ace of Swords, you don't deny that. But was the Three of Cups enough to justify an actual relationship? Was it going to go in that way? Was it going to go in that direction? You saw it. You saw the truth of it. You don't dispute that with the Ace of Swords. You connected with it often enough to be like, there's a relationship in here, huh? Yeah. But was it strong enough to actually stand up on its own as a relationship? That's the question. Because you're showing me, maybe not. But Christina, it's still hot though. Knight of Wands, yeah. You still have some of that playful energy attached to it, the excitement, the flutters, right? The passion, the intensity. You still feel that way. The lighter side of your heart and perhaps your loins still kind of point in that direction. But you also say, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. I know I should probably break from it. Because if it was going to be a relationship, it'd probably be more than a Three of Cups, huh? Yeah, as discussed. Now, it's one thing when you just start connecting with somebody at that Three of Cups level, and you can kind of feel it, right? The hints, the promise that this could lead to a Four of Wands. Oh my God, are we starting this? Oh my God, are we starting this? Oh my God, we're on the same page. Should we keep going? Yeah, we should keep going. And then that Four of Wands is no longer in question because then you become inherently a part of a relationship and you both agree on it. That's the thing about Four of Wands. It's an agreement between two people. We're in a relationship. So the more those two people choose and agree on it, the stronger the walls become and that relationship is defined. So while your initial instinct here is correct and your truth is correct, I was connecting enough in this to recognize the relationship in it, but it wasn't very strong. But I'm still kind of attracted to it. What does that mean? That means you're still attracted to it, Attraction does not equal in love. it can lead to the other, but I would think you'd know that by now. You know? When you connect with something like that and you understand you're passionate for it, drives you crazy. It turns you on. God, it's so passionate. It makes me stupid. God, that can't wait to see them. Okay, you have enough of that energy to understand that at the end of connecting with it, at the end of the day, after so much time, you're either in love with it and it can go further, or you're not in love with it and it can't. Because I'm not seeing enough practical solidity. In fact, I see the breakage attached to this. It's kind of like you low-key acknowledging, no, I guess it's not all that. I sense the beginnings of a relationship, but I don't know if it's all that, though. Or you sense from the other side it's not all that. You know what I mean? Because there's a small admission here. I should probably break from it. It's probably just me thinking they're really cute. I don't know. Only you can decide your in-love feelings, and that other person who's participating can understand their in-love feelings. So if it's just a bunch of passion, you got your answer. So there you go. That's it, really. I'm sorry. That's it. Yeah. I see you growing into the knowledge more as the weeks progress. You know. In the meantime, I do believe you will continue to connect with it. And you're going to start discerning for yourself, is this passion, or does this actually have some real substance behind it? Because I kind of think it has a not forever stamp to it. You're probably right. Let's get some advice, please, for Cancer. Let's get some advice, please. I'll tell you what, if I'm going to stand up for a relationship, by golly, I had better know I'm in love with it. And not be like, well, they're super cute, though. I get it. It's fun. But passion and the intrigue and the attraction, that can only carry you so far. And it's a beautiful feeling, and it's nice and light, but you need the heaviness to anchor it. There's no heaviness here. Just the potential is probably going to break, huh? Wrong kind of heaviness, and that's anti-anchoring, you know? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Real relationships, they have value, they have substance, and you don't question it. So I understand that you see the beginnings of it. 9 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords. See? Okay. Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on, Susie Q. Okay. Queen of Swords. Intellectually, you understand that behind you is a wealth of communication and self-love. You want to love relationships the way you love yourself. You want to be able to communicate that. You kind of want to understand, where do they stand in this? So you haven't had that conversation yet. That's why you're not sure. I see. You need to default to you first. You need to understand your own feelings before you have that conversation. Okay? I see you wondering about theirs. Wonder about yours more. Because you've already interpreted it as a 3 of Cups with the potential of already leading into a relationship. But you're also saying, it's passionate too, but I already have an idea I'm going to have to break from it. So does it really mean all that much to you? Before you put that conversation out there. Okay? All right. I would say you have a good sense of self. I do. I think you have a strong mind. And I think you have very strong criteria for what love is supposed to look like. And because of that strong sense of criteria, you already have an idea that this isn't going to sustain. You know? So if you're going to play, know that you're playing and communicate that to the other side. Okay? Because I don't think you've had that conversation. It might mean more to them. You may not know. So if it's going to keep it light, you're going to have to communicate that too. Just FYI. Okay. Here we have the medallion of Capricorn, but it was in reverse. I'm saying the key word here is being ambitious. We have the cat, intuition. Yes, please listen to yourself. The bat is in reverse. Unique signal and or sonar to find its mate the bat has. This is in reverse. I don't think this is your mate. You already have that sneaking suspicion as well. That's what a sneaking suspicion looks like. I don't think it's going to work out, but it's a little thought right now. No, I don't think this is your forever pick either. That's just me being honest looking at the cards, okay? We have the small dog medallion, specifically like Chihuahua, Terrier, Yorkie, that kind of thing. We have the medallion of, well, not medallion, but the charm of Pisces. This is the seahorse, and it also represents the male associated emotions of fragility, okay? The kind of burden to carry those around, all right? We have the arrows of Sag, who might have some Sag in your chart, and then also Cupid's arrow, of course, and the big dollar bill. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you might be independently wealthy or that you have very strong expectations. Okay. All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.